How do we get to this? Technology rooms and conversations that are highly diverse, inclusive, and representative, making this the norm instead of the exception. I'm Andrea Gagliano, Head of Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning at Getty Images. And here's me at the 2020 WiDS conference, where I shared my creative artwork using data science to depict all of the US presidents as females, posing the question, how many more female leaders would there be today if little girls would have seen themselves as leaders? It was a question of representation. After working in data science and technology for 10 years, this WiDS conference was the first time I ever felt like I actually belonged. Just seeing other talented women in the room gave me that shoulder relaxing awe and sense of relief where I could just relax and be myself. Imagine if that's how we felt every day, every conversation, every meeting. If we see ourselves in an aspirational role, it's a lot easier to become that person. For many of us, we grew up not seeing it. When I was 8, I was in computer club, but I quit because I was the only girl. When I was 19, I dropped my mechanical engineering major because my dad said he couldn't see me holding a tool. I made those choices because of what I saw and what others saw. Some roles were just not for girls. So I ask again, how do we get to this? Making this the norm instead of the exception. As the old adage goes, you have to see it to believe it. The images we encounter every day influence how we see ourselves and others. And it's not just women, but also people of different races and genders, ages, and backgrounds. People who have traditionally been on the fringes, perhaps doing very important work just outside the frame. Seeing ourselves, no matter who we are or where we come from, as the data scientist, as the robotics engineer, as the CEO, reinforces what's possible. Today, through my work, I'm able to actually do something about it. Last year, at Getty Images, we released a search algorithm update in the US that increased representation of ethnicities in our search results. Meaning more underrepresented ethnicities were appearing on page 1 in search, making those images easier to find, to download, and then use in the world. What we saw in the data is that the downloads of underrepresented people grew 20% on average. That means that images and videos of real people and real lived experiences are being used more frequently. So there's a higher chance that you or your daughter or your niece or your mother will see themselves in a way they hadn't before, no matter who they are, where they come from, or what they look like. If you can see it, you can believe it. And if you can believe it, you can make it happen for yourself and others. That's the power of imagery and data science to move the world. And it's something I'm proud to be a part of.